Kochie's Business Builders is proudly supported by our partners who are putting small business first.
This week on Kochie's Business Builders, a creative co-working space embracing new ways of work, a wellness and yoga studio prescribing technology to its clients, and how technology and systems can help your business survive and thrive in a crisis. Welcome back to our special series of Kochie's Business Builders, where we're putting small business first. Now, the past few weeks have seen businesses opening up and begin the rebuild from the impacts of the COVID-19 lockdown. We've seen in the past few episodes how businesses changed and adapted what they do. But what about how they do it? We've seen a shift in the way businesses operate, most noticeably the adoption of digital platforms and tools, not just for selling, but communicating and working as a team. Some have done it well, some not so well. The main thing that sets them apart is usually their technology setup and the systems or processes put in place. Time now to meet Toby Scovron and Sade Mazzeo from Creative Cubes Co in Melbourne to see how they did it.
Creative Cubes is all about building a safe, happy, and pretty much addictive space that helps elevate entrepreneurs and large businesses all at the same time.
We are a co-working community, so our services entail assisting anyone and everyone with the network around them, ensuring that they're able to grow and foster their business. Happiness Team is the heartbeat to the Creative Cubes co-working community. They are from the first point of contact to every point of contact thereafter. They ensure your day is extremely seamless, from onboarding to getting you into your private office space to assisting with any of the logistics that you might need, and as well as making sure that if they're looking for additional services around them, they have a network there that they can tap into.
In order for us to be the best, we've got to be underpinned by the best. It's all about that one-to-one. It's all about showing love. It's all about delivering happiness at all touch points within our organization.
That is just a fantastic business idea, isn't it? I just love the idea of a happiness bar. A great concept, but it's not a concept they could have kept relying on if their technology and systems weren't in place before the COVID-19 lockdowns. And Toby joins me now via Skype from Melbourne to talk us through exactly what he did. Toby, welcome to the program. Good to see you.
Kochie, thanks for having me.
Now, what happened to your business when COVID-19 hit and we all went into lockdown?
For the most part, we're not immune, right? The difference between us and a typical business is we actually house thousands of businesses, all the way from a startup, all the way through to a large corporate and everything in between. So what happened to us happened to everyone. We're not immune by any stretch of the imagination, but we're starting to see some really good things happening post.
Okay, when it all happened, how worried were you?
We're a very consumer-centric business, so we're more worried about what's going to happen to our members than we were to ourselves. So that was the primary focus.
So, Toby, what sort of technology and systems did you have in place to help you through this?
We actually built our whole business around service and sales and marketing cloud from Salesforce.
And how did that help you adapt?
What's really been important for us is our vision is to support community and support everyone that sits inside of our community. And the more we can know about our members, the better we are in order to be able to tailor a program, our services and space to suit them.
Okay, so you use technology to know your customer better than ever before and to understand how they were coping with COVID so you could meet their needs.
Most of our customer base are sort of large corporate and small to medium enterprises. And a very, very small subset of that is actually the startup. 3 to 4% of our total customer base today is the startup. So understanding the trends and the data and who that customer is in real time on the go from a dashboard is critically important for us to be able to serve them.
Yeah, you're proving information is power. Toby, always great to catch up. Good to see you.
Kochie, thanks so much for your time.
Toby Skovron there from Creative Cubes. I love Toby. I interviewed him years ago. He's a serial entrepreneur and he had a product which was like a pet potty. And now he's gone on to bigger and better things. I love his entrepreneurial spirit. Hey, after the break, how cloud accounting is helping businesses navigate the new normal. But first, let's see what's on offer this week from one of the great small businesses from our Small Business First directory.
Hello, I'm Corinne Noyes. I'm the founder of Madam Flavour Tea. We're still small, it's still very personal, and I'd love you to try the brand and look forward to a chat sometime.
Hey Kochie and the team, this is Laura from snottynoses.com.au making this video in our warehouse in Brisbane. Our signature product is the Snotty Boss. It's a battery-powered snot sucker for babies and children who can't blow their own nose. So our offer at the moment is when you buy a Snotty Boss, which is a winter essential, you use the code NAILSNAIL and you get this free gift.
Now that's an unusual product. I know it can be a bit gross, but let me tell you, my daughters say it is great for little grandkids. All right, don't forget to send your video in for a chance to get it played out right here on Kochie's Business Builders, and head to the Small Business First website to get your business listed in our directory for free. Now, we all know the small business community will continue to face some pretty significant challenges for a long time. That means now more than ever, you need to tailor your products and services to changing market conditions and price them accordingly. But you also need to look at how you can evolve your business and assess the ongoing viability of every part of the operation. That's where technology can play a huge role, because smart decisions are based on reliable information. Joining me to talk through it all is Blake Collins, Group Manager Sales and Channel Marketing at MYOB. Blake, thanks for joining us. Now, is it fair to say that in this day and age, no business can operate competitively without the use of some sort of technology and processes along the way?
Even before the pandemic, that was actually true. So if you have a look at Deloitte's Connected Small Business Report back in 2017, small businesses that were advanced from a digital perspective actually were 50% more likely to grow revenues. The internet has cemented itself as the platform for business. So if you consider all the things like working from home, online sales and delivery, virtual meetings like the one that we're having right now, has been internet enabled. Small businesses need to be set up to meet that expectation.
From a business model and strategy point of view, how can these systems help businesses in a time of crisis?
We know that the data and insight is critical and vital when assessing business models and standing up like a robust business strategy. And with our software, what you get is this real-time, accurate data that actually allows you to assess the performance of your business, track money in, track money going out, look at the stuff that's working really well and focus on those areas that actually need improvement. If you've got this real-time data, it allows you to, change at pace. And we've seen those businesses that are digitally enabled can keep trading through COVID-19.
Which are the technologies that provide sort of the most grunt for business owners that they should be adopting?
Accounting software actually removes a whole bunch of administrative tasks across the board. And our product research says you're actually going to get back 27% of your admin time through things like automation and increased accuracy.
And it's really important for business owners to understand that cloud accounting can be your technology foundation, but there are a whole lot of other business tools you can plug into it, whether it be time management of staff or communication. It all runs off the hub, does it?
Yep, it sure does.
Blake Collins, really appreciate your time. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, David. Appreciate it.
Up next, stretched to the limit. The business owner forced to adopt technology for her own health and well-being. And during the break, head to the Small Business First website to sign up your business and check out some others offering great promotional offers.
My name is Kay from First Class Accounts Motorvale. I am a bookkeeper. I would like to offer everyone a free bookkeeping health check with the aim of saving you time, money and stress.
Hey everyone, Adam here from Digital Bond Marketing, and today I have a special offer for all small business owners. A 30-minute session where we will show you exactly how to create great content, how to drive traffic to that content, and how to retarget them with a call to action.
Another terrific business there from the Small Business First directory, where you can go and find small businesses in your area to support. Don't forget to get your own business listed on there too. You're watching a special series of Kochie's Business Builders where we're putting small business first. Now imagine giving up your fast-paced corporate job to open up your own wellness and yoga studio. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Well, that's exactly how our next business was started.
Hi, my name is Emma Pugsley from My All Yoga and Wellbeing Studio here in Perth. My All Yoga and Wellbeing Studio is a purposefully designed yoga and wellbeing studio here in the heart of the Perth CBD. My career was in the corporate world and I always struggled to find the time to take care of myself. So for some yoga, meditation, Pilates, massage, we're here on the doorstep of the busy working person. Typically on a day-to-day basis, we would see up to 40 people coming through our doors. From the moment you walk in the door at Mile, you feel a sense of calm. It's warm, it's welcoming. The sound, the ambience, the smell and the colours, all of our fit out and equipment is warm and welcoming. What gets me up each morning is the fact that I am able to share and provide this opportunity for people to come and find their happy place, for them to take some time out of their busy day to take good care of themselves. We all know that if we're not well, then we can't really serve others. So that's what I'm passionate about, is providing that space for others to come and feel and just belong.
Most of the time, when you venture into a wellbeing and yoga studio, the first thing you do is switch off your technology. But for owner Emma Pugsley, switching it back on was the only option when it came to surviving COVID restrictions. And Emma joins us now via Skype from Perth. Emma, great to have your company. How was your business immediately impacted by the lockdown?
Well, Kochie, of course, we had to immediately close our studio, which meant we couldn't provide our yoga, meditation, Pilates to the busy barristers, lawyers, financiers in our surrounds. So we quickly had to download Zoom, make ourselves comfortable with online video and audio, and we started live streaming our entire timetable to our members. So,
Emma, what technology and systems did you have in your business pre-COVID?
Well, we had our booking system and our payment system, and we had internet, but that's all we had. So we quickly acquainted ourselves with Zoom, and of course, internet and wireless connections weren't always perfect, but we soon began to realise that we just have to go with the flow.
What were you surprised most about doing it on Zoom and using the technology?
Well, we were able to, again, welcome members who had left us because they moved interstate or they moved away from the city for their work. So they began to join us again on the mat from their space. We had people accessing the recordings after class as well. Our doors of our physical studio have reopened. So we're welcoming people into our studio as well as live streaming and also providing the recording on demand. We've had that request from our members to continue to provide that flexibility for them.
That is fantastic and a great example of how this lockdown has opened up other opportunities and made us think a bit differently. Emma, thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity.
That is a great case study, isn't it, on when you're put under pressure and forced to think differently, how it can open up all sorts of opportunities. After the break, your questions answered. Our expert guests talk technology and systems and what every business needs to adapt and survive in a crisis.
Hello everyone, my name is An Nguyen and I'm the owner of a small business called Glow Mama Co. We specialise in breastfeeding friendly sports bras. Visit our website glowmamaco.com and enter in small biz for $10 off. Thanks.
Welcome back to Kochie's Business Builders, where we're putting small business first. Today we're talking about technology and systems, how they can help businesses in a time of crisis like now. Here in the studio to answer your questions is our favourite tech guru from Gadget Guy, Val Quinn, and also Tim Fung, the Chief Executive of Australia's largest job marketplace, Airtasker.
Thanks for having me.
Tim, welcome to the program. Tim, Airtasker basically was a disruptor, a technology business that replaced the old-fashioned community notice boards, didn't it? How important is technology and systems to your business?
I think that ultimately it comes down to the culture of the team, which is most important system that you can build, but certainly the technology facilitates that culture and that collaboration.
Val, what's the very basic technology requirement of every small business these days?
Security. So this is internet security systems or software because you really need to protect as well as connect. Something like an antivirus software installed on their mobile devices. That's a great starting point. Good password hygiene is another, making sure that their servers and systems all have great passwords that are changed often.
All right, let's start getting to your questions. And the first one, Val, to you from Saffron at Mullumbimby. He says, I know it's hard to avoid tech and we need it to run our business. Are there any socially responsible tech companies out there?
Google, I think, was 100% powered on renewable energy back in 2017. Microsoft, with Bill Gates, who's a huge philanthropist, they have a huge program to develop money and put that back into the community. And brands like Apple, for example, who produce hardware, we've got all this going into landfills. They've got great recycling programs, and they're really focused on using renewable materials and materials that don't pollute the earth when they're basically disassembled.
Tim, this one for you from Barry from Albany in Western Australia. When it comes to finding the right systems for my business, should I be thinking about the customer experience or what I want it to do for me as a business owner?
And I think you've got to get that balance right and think about the long term and the short term. I think overarchingly, it's really important to always be ultimately customer centric and be thinking about how does this ultimately deliver value to my customers. I think that during that process, though, there are systems that you're going to need as a business in order to be able to facilitate, what you're going to make or what you're going to do to be able to deliver value to your customers. And when you're looking at those kinds of systems, I think it's really important to first think about what is the purpose of this software, and then think about how that relates back to being able to deliver value to your customers.
Val, George from Sydney asks, what are some of the latest gadgets that business owners are using?
The things I've seen really popular right now are, your super light 2-in-1 type of laptops and tablets where you can, use a touch screen, you can get rid of the keyboard. Capable mobile phones, such as, say, the Samsung Note range, which has a stylus, kind of give you an extra dimension to entering information. They're really popular. NFC or near field communications, just a tap and go, enabling payments from wherever you are, whether you're selling stuff at a market stall or at your flower shop. It's some great stuff there as well.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Tim, this one from Alex from Richmond. How should I choose what's worth spending on and how much is too much when it comes to tech and platforms?
Well, the first thing I can say is I absolutely empathise with this conundrum with just so many bits of software that all seem super valuable and all seem that, that would add a lot of value to your business. So I think a few things. The first thing is that I think it's really important to think about all the costs in adopting some of these softwares. So I think it sounds really easy and they make it really easy to purchase some of these softwares, but it often comes with a lot of hidden costs. And it's worthwhile thinking about what those costs are. Do you have to go and train all of your staff to be able to use this software? Are you going to have to migrate data across? Things like this. So I think it's really important to think about the all-encompassing costs.
Yep.
The second thing I think is really important is to go back and audit whether you're actually using some of these softwares. I think it's very easy to sign up for 100 things, get into subscriptions, and then the burden of proof almost becomes, on turning it off. And actually, it should be the other way around. Like, do I need this? Is it adding a lot of value to me every single day, every single week, every single month?
Yeah. What about you, Val?
I think you have to be so careful about not putting yourself into a technology dead end as well. So I guess if you're looking at a platform, make sure that it's, got an exporting option.
Gents, thank you for that. Great to see you. Big thanks to Val, Quinn and Tim Fung for helping to answer all of your questions. That's all we have time for today. But before we go, our fabulous partner at Yellow is giving away a whole bunch of its digital booster bundles for our small business first community. Head over to the website for details about how you can win one. And while you're there, make sure you list your business on our directory. Post a short 30-second video like the ones you've seen here on Kochie's Business Builders today, so we can keep putting small business first. Next week on Kochie's Business Builders, how to make your business more resilient to adapt and survive the next crisis. Thanks again to our partners Canva, Google, MYOB, Officeworks, Salesforce, Scottish Pacific and Yellow. See you then.